This is Interstellar Radio. Today's date is January 12th, 2020. All right, we have Retro. Greetings.
Greetings. Hello.
All right. Um, wherever you like to begin, you want to say anything or whatever, it's in your hands.
All right. Well, the first thing we wanted to discuss was the Sharon Tate death,
Okay.
and I'm looking at her picture right now,
Okay.
and it's established that her death was related to the Manson family.
Mm-hmm.
I actually get that they were once part of a. All right, that's a strong feeling I'm getting. Hold on. They were once in different lifetimes on the part of the ship. So it's still Stanley, the whole Stanley energy existed in the past.
Mm-hmm.
He was once he was once with these people on a ship as an alien, an extraterrestrial, and that's where I feel like this comes from. Is sort of these deaths are very possessive energies. They're possessive behind it. It's not vengeance. It's not hatred. It's possession. It's sort of a fetishization based on the past, in a sense. That this sort of past plus energy.
Because she's attractive and everything.
Yes, and it's like there's a connection there. There was a connection there in a past life.
Mm-hmm.
As I see them on a ship, um, I see. I think I see Palladian energy there, but there's more than that. There's other energies I can't really pin down.
Mm-hmm.
Syrian, possibly. Yeah, Syrian and Palladian energies in that ship, past life. Um, Hold on a minute. So yes, they were motivated just by basically like, oh, this person is not part of the group anymore. Let's bring them back in. And sort of it's to reestablish a connection in a way by because when you kill someone, they're connected to them chronically. So it's just reestablishing the connection. Hey, you're mine because I killed you. In a sense. But of course, I believe that there is sort of a different history between them. There's a history between them and one of Charles Manson Stanley, but in particular, not so much between Manson himself, but someone in his Stanley. It was like in his group, in one of his cronies. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions?
Just anything that you can pick up on. Anything, whatever, anything you like to go in further into,
One
whatever
moment.
you feel comfortable with.
I see them actually becoming brother and sister in the future life.
Hmm.
And I believe they are alive now. One of them might be alive now. Or soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I do see them kind of, working through the karma as brother and sister. And I believe that Charles Manson is already healing in a sense. He's healing from what has happened. It's mostly an astral. He's been mostly an astral at this point. But I see them working things through kind of that brother and sister. Uh, that's all I'm getting at this moment.
Where do you think Manson came from?
Pardon?
Manson, where do you think where do you think he came from? What is he?
I see a bit of reptilian, but some Syrian as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm getting. There's a lot of unknown races in there next. It's not. I don't think he's like purely connected to any one uh race alien.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Just like unknown or something.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely feels like he knows,
Mm-hmm.
what
He
is
knows
right.
things. What's that?
Yeah, I think he's always in the right or something like that, or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he does know things, of course, but it's sort of. He's not a very clear channel, but he is a very sensitive channel.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he does have some abilities, of course, to bring information, but it's corrupted. It's a broken channel.
Hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But he's very not. He's very different from most of some other humans. He's very. He doesn't really fit into society well, even if he was, you know, healthy in a sense. So he could be. I feel like what it is, it's sort of a lack of opportunity there. But he is quite in touch with the different groups, but I'm not getting information in there. They're kind of taking it away, getting it in, taking it back. Um, One moment. But yes, what I was going to say is he, at the time, he may not have been had a path to really a healthy way of using his powers, so to speak, or using his abilities, but that was what he had, and that's what he made himself, kind of thing. He had to. In a way, it does. He did do the service to humanity by getting some awareness, getting some connection, because there are people who can, even if they don't emphasize what his family did or the violence, they can still emphasize him as a person. People who um, felt rejected, they can kind of emphasize with that. So he kind of plays on as a figure, as a sort of a folk character in a sense nowadays. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so we see it as sort of a figurehead for the sort of the rejects or the outcasts, or the people who did not have much of a chance, so to speak, to fit into society. So there's it's sort of a two-sided coin to this. So one, he's a empathetic figure. He's a figure you can understand, but you don't really agree with what he did. So it's sort of his actions made him the figure that he is, even if you don't agree with them.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of like on a powerful personality, I guess.
Yes.
Something like that.
And that's pretty common with a lot of people who are. Think of most men who are who are very attracted at first and like seem very confident in themselves, or they might be very charismatic, but then they turn to the more violent and darker than you thought they would be. There's kind of the same thing going on. They get your attention, but there's a reason why they get your attention. And that's one thing that you have to kind of. That's the purpose of people like this. It kind of tells you, okay, what. It kind of makes you figure out what is drawn to you, what draws you to these people who are charismatic, but they do have a dark side. And do you also have that dark side? What do you resonate with? So it kind of asks you, what do you resonate with this energy? How do you
Mm-hmm.
resonate with it? Why do you resonate with it? If you do resonate with it, um, and that's what an entity is a lot about. So a lot of this sort of darker masculine energy, it's related to empathy. It brings out it's a challenge. It's a okay. You think you want you don't want this violence to happen, and here's a person who does do things that are so against their code. Are you going to try to see what happened to them and try to stop it, or are you going to just cast these people out and not learn anything?
Well, yeah. He's definitely testing people on many levels, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. I mean, does he have a Syrian connection too, or he has many connections?
Many connections, yeah. A lot of them are secret, sometimes even to himself.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has a
I did
connection.
see, I see some sort of Illuminati connection actually.
Yeah, I see Lucifer.
Mm. I see him connected to like a higher level of the Illuminati.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like not humans in the Illuminati, like aliens in the Illuminati, the
Yeah.
other echelons in a
Yeah.
sense, or mid-tier echelons, I should say, but
Mm-hmm.
other to us. So. There.
Now he
Yeah, sorry.
knew Shannon Tate another lifetime or something, I believe, or
Yes. I believe that his crew, and Sharon Tate were on the ship one time, working on the ship. Um, or they worked the crew as alien beings, and that's kind of the crew were too close to each other. That's what he's missing. So he's
yeah.
trying to hang on to the Stanley idea, of course. That's why he has his Stanley, and the cult is sort of the enforced closeness. So that's what he's chasing again, is kind of dealing with closeness. So when you kill someone that you didn't have past life with, and you're close to that person, it's sort of the same thing as it's a sort of the same feeling as being close to someone when you kill someone.
Well,
It's a very strong time. It's a very strong karmic tie.
yeah, Shannon Tate and him have a relationship energy
Yeah.
at one time, at least somewhere.
Hmm.
Partly, she might have rejected him.
Oh yeah.
Another reason for him to offer. Anyway, okay.
Hmm.
There's always more to the story. How about
Yeah.
you want to go into JonBenet Ramsey?
JonBenet. Yep.
That's for those that don't know. She was like a little girl, like a what is it? Those
Child actress.
child actresses or something, and
Hmm.
she died. They blamed the parents for it. They didn't know who to blame, but the father could be connected to like Illuminati energies or something. So she might have been a sacrifice or something like that. Hard to say.
Yes. Um, mm. Okay. The first thing I can say is that there's actually a lot of energy out there that is tried to make people forget about this case. Um, but it's kind of feeling now that her energy is starting to come out more. That's why you asked about her, of course. But I kind of feel like there was a large attempt to have people forget about it, in a sense. You know, um,
Yeah.
it's been in a cloud, in a sense. One moment. Hmm. From what I get, the killer was male. And I believe it was connected to. It's not a very strong connection to her in particular, but it was more of an issue on his part. I don't believe the father or any parents with the killer, but more the. I feel like it could be like an uncle or a male figure in the family. related, but
Hmm.
what I gather, there's a bit of a pedophilia aspect to it, but it's hard to get a pin on. But
Hmm.
again, what it feels like, yes, it was there's a conflict there, and I feel like she tried to run away and dissipate to him, but that's when it happened. Like, she was struggling, and that's what happened when she took the injury.
You think it was somebody she knew? Or no.
Not very well, but yes.
Hmm. Through her father, maybe?
Yes.
Does her father have like connections? Like Illuminati stuff?
No, the father was actually feeling left out. I don't see the father being included.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I feel like they were trying to push his father out of their life somehow. Or at least on a very low key level. They had less problem with the mother than one feeling that the father was sort of kept the distance. Kept the distance. The mother was only there for her daughter, so there was not much of a threat there. But the father was also. The father was sort of skeptical in some ways, or they're afraid of. So they tried to push the father away.
You think he has some idea of who did it?
No. Well, it is. They're interested in denial about it. I do believe he is partly aware of, mental illness in the family with this person, but I don't think he knows that he did it himself. He did the. I don't think he knows who did it really. It's just more that he knows who could have done it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he feels kind of hopeless. And that's the energy we were coming on. He's trying to push it down in a sense.
Yeah, because the media or the police, well, I guess everybody blame the parents and everything, and
Right?
I guess the guy that did it, they're never gonna find him.
No.
Wow, what is his connection like? Is he just a random, you know?
The guy who did it?
I mean, yeah, just a.
No, it felt like a blood relation.
But oh well, but he apparently covered it up pretty good.
Hmm.
Not to know that he did it. Jeez,
Yeah.
because most likely they went through all the family.
Yeah.
Through what like the father's side, the mother's side, or sure.
Uh, it felt like the father's side of the family.
Wow. Oh, you knew what he was doing.
Hmm.
I forgot how the story went. She got kidnapped and found dead or something. I don't remember.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
This was back when we were in 1996. It was like 4 years
Yeah,
after I was born. So.
yeah. Well, I remember when it was in the news. I was old enough
Mm.
to remember that. So, but I didn't. So the father, does he have any type of like Illuminati or any type of strange anything? Nothing.
No, not that I can feel. They kind of kept him at a distance. He's been around with people, especially
Mm-hmm.
as she's an actor. But
Mm-hmm.
um, honestly, I don't feel like he was any part of anything.
Uh-huh. Just a random situation, and
Right.
and the family member that did it is not Illuminati connected either, or or just had a twisted mind?
Mostly twisted mind. I'm not getting anything yes or no about the connections.
I think he's still alive too.
Yeah, he is.
Damn. Well,
He's not. Well, of course, he's not anywhere where the crime happened. I think he moved out. I see him on like a beach drinking like martini or something.
yeah, he's I guess wealthy in some way.
Yeah,
Wow.
or at least not bad off. So yeah, he got away. Um,
Well, there must be some kind of Illuminati connection somewhere, like a ritual of some kind. That's what it feels like, at least. But maybe not. Yeah, because the media has jumped all over it. It was just manipulated by the media.
I think you're onto something there. Actually,
You know.
I don't think the death itself was in a ritual of sorts, but
Mhm.
it was. They did benefit from the death by getting the media out there. It's a distraction. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
so they
Something.
could have used that as a distraction or tool, but they weren't actually the one committing any of the murder.
Yeah. So the dad might not have been fully connected, I mean, not connected at all. But either way, it's used as a.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It was used as a something. I guess you can say it was turned into a ritual. You can say by the media.
Yeah, it was. It
You
was.
know, some kind of sacrifice. So sacrifice of the mom and the dad, basically, ruin their
Of course.
lives.
Of course, yeah.
So it's more like that.
Hmm.
Just amazing how so that's where that energy is coming from. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
And the guy that did it just you know I don't know if they'll ever come out or not. Maybe not. We don't have enough
No,
evidence.
it feels like it's buried.
Yeah.
Because there's so much pain that the parents, of course, but there's also a lot of drama there. There's one to get. So it's been buried for quite a while now.
Hmm.
The topic, the
Hmm.
that the energy has been probably not accessible until now. Which is probably why we asked to ask it now. So
Yeah.
um, now it's being let out and to light a bit more as the energy is starting to
Okay.
need to come out. So
Mhm. All right. Thank you.
there's
All
already
right.
been some healing there, of course. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Her energy is around. She's still kind of not doing too well. Something like that. You don't heal
yeah,
very quickly
right,
when you're a kid. Not like that.
yeah,
Somebody she knew in astral that was stalking her previous incarnations. So this has been somebody that's been coming after her for many lifetimes. It seems.
yeah. Again, it feels similar to the whole Mansion one as well. But,
Yeah. It's like the energy I get from it is like if I can't have you, nobody can.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah, that's what I'd say too.
Other way of looking at it.
It's a very possessive thing. So
Yep. All right. You want to go into the Royals?
I didn't go into Kelly Anthony first.
Go to. Oh yeah, Casey Anthony. Yeah, sorry. Funny, I walked right by that one. Interesting. Yeah, so this is the Kaylee Anthony. This is the Casey Anthony case. She was supposedly drowned in a pool, but there's suspicions that the mother did it. For those that are
Hmm.
wondering, it's from the Orlando area. Um. So whatever you pick up on, I think you said that felt like the mother wasn't even alive anymore.
That's the energy I got from it. The mother feels like she felt like she, at
Yeah,
least not the same as she was. Of
yeah, of
course, she felt
course not.
dead. She feels dead. she could still be around, but she's still she's practically dead in a sense.
Does she feel guilt? Is she? What do you see? Does she do it, or do you think it was an accident, or what do you get from that?
No, although it did not feel a healthy relationship, I do not feel that it was the mother's doing.
Okay.
I just feel more like an accident.
Okay.
To me, it felt like it's sort of a lesson on the mother's part. It's almost like the universe is trying to say, "Hey, you gotta treat people you love better." Because it felt like there's a sort of toxic relationship there.
Yeah.
The energy I get from the mother is somewhat materialistic, almost narcissistic in a
Yep.
way. That's what I get.
Yep.
So that's when I say that she feels kind of dead. That's what a extreme version of uh, moral death in a way.
Yeah. So. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Like she stole their soul in a way.
Yeah. Well, because when the little kid died, the mother said that the nanny took her, kidnapped her, so they hid it for a while before they told the truth of what really happened. So it went on for like 9 days. They were looking for the kid,
Mm.
and then she pleaded guilty. I think she, yeah. Oh, not guilty. Yeah.
What it feels like to me is more the negligence than
Oh,
ill intent. Um, it feels like it was more of an accident that just like due to negligence.
I think she fell in the pool. I'm not sure what happened. But
Let me just check that up real quick. See.
I don't know. I just remember the news. Nancy Grace is gone. It just was a disgusting time. The
Well,
media.
I'm reading the Wikipedia right now. There's a 2-year-old Kaylee skeleton remains are found in a blanket inside a trash bag in a wooded area near the Anthony Stanley house. Hmm. So they did not say it doesn't know the term means about it, but it felt like more negligence in a way.
Yeah, she fell. Yeah, she fell in the pool, and they weren't paying
Yeah.
attention. It's horrible.
Yeah.
And so they tried to cover it up, like somebody killed her and all that, and that didn't go too well.
No.
Ugh.
Um.
That pool deaths happen all the time. It's terrible.
Yeah.
So the mother just feels dead, and
It just felt like dead inside. There's no soul there. And then there could be a little bit like back then when the child died, but now it feels like it's gone. Still throughout it's still dead, and
yeah, she has to live with that the rest of her life.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Hold on a minute. When I'm seeing it's actually a lot of trauma on the child's part still. It needs to be
Yeah.
there's still a lot of connection.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was only what 2 years old.
Yeah, about that.
So when you're that young, you depend on the mother and the family
Yeah.
support still very often. So it's sort of a lot of the trauma and healing that needs to go on there. Um,
So yeah, Kaylee was a mother to Casey in a past life, and so they switched roles, and they kind of knew this was going to happen in some ways.
Yes, but it was still fairly traumatic.
Yep.
I still feel a lot of anger.
Hmm.
What it felt like actually what happened is that the mother was yelling at Kaylee for
Hmm.
something. Being fairly vicious, but also she was vicious toward the daughter, but in the same way that she's vicious to everyone else. It feels like.
Yeah. I don't think
Um,
we even know who the father. Well, somebody might know who the father is, but or maybe they don't know. Who knows?
Again, it feels like maybe a tropical beach, but uh, I'm being told that yeah, the father definitely ran off and
Yeah.
kind of went to figure about it because he does blame himself as well.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I can see that.
But at the same time, he had to get away from.
Yeah,
Uh,
her mother. Yeah.
yeah, so he's kind of ran off just to get away from all that. Um,
Oh, yeah. The mother kind of hated her daughter in some ways.
hmm
So the daughter, I guess you said anger. You said the daughter's angry at the mother.
No, mother is angry at the daughter,
No,
and
man, still or still.
yes, uh, quite so.
I guess in some ways, maybe it's better that it was ended instead of living a whole life of misery.
hmm
In some ways, that sounds weird, but it would have just been hell no matter what. It seems.
But it seems like the energy I get it, like the daughter, like oh, mother is angry at me, and is, this there's no helping in my situation, so I might as well just die. Um,
But even the father was said to have, the father of the mother. They said that he was like molested her and stuff. I don't know if that's
the father, the mother, or the husband.
the father of the mother because he was there. I think when
Mm.
the baby daughter found out about. But anyway, that has nothing to do with it. But
hmm
they kind of blew it out. It wasn't a court case. It was like they pulled that out of nowhere. Well, I guess the reason why the mom and the daughter aren't getting along. I mean, the dad and the mother are getting. The dad and the daughter aren't getting along because he molested her when she was a kid.
Mm.
But I don't know if I believe that or not. I don't know if you can see that or want to. Those things aren't easy to see.
No. Especially since it's so long, it feels like it's back in '60s. I'm not certain about that. That's
Mm,
what I'm getting. But
I don't. When I first heard it, I didn't believe it. I still don't. I don't know. Who knows? I don't feel it, but who knows?
yeah, I don't believe it really either.
Because she's kind of
What's
a
that?
narcissist. The daughter's
Yeah.
she's kind of a narcissist and everything.
hmm
Wants everybody to pay attention to her.
Exactly.
I'm a victim. Yada yada yada.
Exactly. Hmm.
All right. You want to go into the roles or?
Sure. Um, let me just close out some tabs here. Okay, so what is it? Prince Harry, right?
Oh, just Megan and Harry.
Hmm. Well, first thing I feel like is that they're actually blaming Meghan for her decision to
I can
leave the
see
royal
that.
family.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the first thing I get is a lot of
Yeah.
they won't say it to her face because the prince definitely has a connection to her, romantic, a very deep affection. So they won't say anything to her face, but they're still gonna blame her for what happened. So um, I kind of get that in that past lives, they were both guides to each other in a sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
I see him as the spirit guide to her, and like in one life, and then she kind of got it in the next life. So there's sort of an exchange there.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I mean, those two connecting, it almost doesn't make any sense whether they're gonna get married. I don't know. This isn't. I mean, is there real love there? It doesn't seem like it, but what do I know?
I feel it's there. It's just not as advertised in a sense. It's one of those things that's sort of held between in private moments. It's it's not like I don't want them to have private displays of affection or public displays of affection. Sorry. So yes, it's there, but it's also kept out of sight. It's a very private thing because I know they're on camera. They don't want to bring anything out. I don't think they actually talked about and agreed on that. Like, it's not like the wife actually was the one that bringing out that maybe don't want everything about this to be on camera or to be public notice. So they kind of have their own moments in privacy. Yes, there is a connection there.
And the queen, she's all. And you think the queen might step down soon?
But then,
You never know.
no, it's not clear. Normally, no. Although, with her age, there may be a time when she has to be stepping down, of course. And it feels like then if she does step down, there'll be some sort of secretary, and seeing a guy with black hair stepping in as secretary, or stepping in for the royal family. One moment. I actually see the other son, the other prince stepping in to the queen. At least in some regards, yeah. But that's not anytime soon. Maybe as early as 2022, but not anytime soon.
What about the monarchy? You feel like it's falling apart?
Yeah, it is. It is falling apart. That think about it, they had these four large groups of people. It's a small group. The monarchy is not as stable. So if it's the queen and one of her sons, it's not as stable as a large family.
So throughout the year, I think it's going to start breaking down even more. The scandals or something.
Once the queen is out of the picture, or once she's significantly unable to do her duties, that's when it's going to fall down.
Yeah.
No, and they look like their son. What is his name? Not Harry, the other one.
Oh, William.
William, yeah.
Charles. I'm sorry, Charles.
Charles, yeah.
Charles looks like another. He's not too much younger than his mom. It's like 20 years younger, and they all look old. So, how old is Prince Charles these days? Prince Charles. Age. Old. 71 years old. Yeah, he's up there. Yeah, he looks like he can be king for a couple of days, a couple of weeks.
It actually felt like the queen's not going to die maybe until a few more years, maybe 2025, maybe a little past that, but I actually see Prince William taking more of an active role. He may be trying to keep the images up, trying to keep it's sort of reinventing the royal family in a sense, reinventing the monarchy.
Well, if William got it, would make more sense because he's
Mm-hmm.
younger,
Younger, yeah.
but who knows. So yeah, I guess when things start really breaking down, the queen wouldn't want to live anymore anyway, so she'll just kind of give up. So she's not there yet, but
Right. And
she's
even
getting there.
then, she stayed the queen and in the
Mhm.
wheelchair, and
Yeah,
I think she still lives just because she has to make sure the monarchy is in good shape.
then
And
she's
so
very
it's
yeah.
up to not Prince Charles or Prince William.
Mhm.
Um, it's in the QOD so that they more the public figure as a lapdog sort of taking the reins of it, but it's not any there's no way to say how well he'll do at that because once the queen is gone and now you have Prince Harry kind of out of the picture, you have a shrinking monarchy, you have a shrinking family,
Mhm.
and they come time, hey, you know why is this guy still here? So it's kind of an awkward moment then
Mhm.
to make the best out of. So there's no saying how it's gonna go yet, but it's not looking good. uh,
Well, let's see here. Oh, did she go get Karma, the queen?
Not as much as you might think, but yes, I do see some karma. Um, hmm. Yeah, I would say she has more personal karma. I would say that she has. What I see, it's not really her that's leading. Like she's not actually leading anything in particular. She's more the figurehead, but she'll have a lot more personal karma than anything else.
Yeah, on other worlds though, not here though, right?
Yeah.
She's not gonna do it here. She's going through some stuff, but not
Mm-hmm.
maybe on other planets.
Yes, definitely on other planets too. So
Go marry Prince Charles, another wife.
I feel like she's actually gonna be in a feline world next, or it's a feline
Oh,
alien
geez,
next.
God help him.
Uh-huh.
Try to rule everybody. I don't think she's going to get a ruling class again. That was
No, probably not.
that's the because she could have done a lot of good here. Instead, she did the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're connected to a lot of cartels, a lot of darkness, and
Right.
she could have. I mean, woman queen very long, but she could have did a lot of good and then got out of there trying to get assassinated. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyway, she chose the other route. Well, while we're at it, what about Diana? What do you think, Princess Diana? What do you feel while we're on the subject? I mean, it was paparazzi that killed her. I think it was set up, or what do you feel on that?
Hmm.
Like it was a setup to kill her, or where do you get it? You know, she died. They went into a
Yeah,
tunnel.
they killed her
Yeah.
because she had a lot of different energy. She was going to bring different ideas, energy into the monarchy, into England.
Mhm.
So she wanted to bring a different vibration in. So that's why they got rid of her because they can't do that. She would have actually made it a fairly decent queen,
Yep.
decent figurehead, compared to another. But
But her and Charles would never worked.
what's that?
Her and Charles. Oh, what about Harry? You think Harry's a different has a different dad? Forgot about that.
Mm,
Because William and him and William and Charles look pretty much they don't look alike, but you know, but Harry doesn't look like anybody.
right, and I feel that's actually part of it too. Harry's kind of the energy you get there is sort of like the sorry, rejected lapdog in a sense.
Yeah.
He works with the queen because you know the queen kind of got a narcissistic relationship to him in a sense
Mm.
because he's not one of them. It feels like he's very an outsider. He's a trusted one.
So you think that Harry is a different dad than Charles? Or no?
Actually, I'm getting a different mom.
Oh, okay. That something there is not right. That would
Yeah.
make sense.
What's that?
I wonder how the hell they did that, but yeah, I can see that. How can they? Either way, that makes. I wouldn't doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Diana was walking around pregnant with something. Who knows what they did? Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but something
I
there
don't
didn't
know.
look right.
Yeah. It could be different. There's definitely different parent there that does the like. I don't know. That's weird. The energy got a different mother. But that could be a genetic thing. Um.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah. It is very strange.
Who knows with those guys? I mean, who knows? She might have been. Yeah, maybe she was a test tube thing. Like, they like injected her with something and she had a kid.
Maybe I don't know.
which that would be interesting. I mean, she's like, here's this. You know what I mean? It's like, here, you're gonna have
Mm-hmm.
this baby, but it's not really yours. I mean, it is, but not really, or whatever.
It's very strange, huh?
Doesn't surprise me with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't be surprised if someone would have a kid look exactly like Queen Elizabeth. It's
Mm-hmm.
like that would really scare people. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, running out of time. Anything I'd jump into? Anything real quick?
Um. I don't know if you wanted to jump into one of the last subjects, but
I don't know if you want to do a quick, so you can
we'll see.
don't take too much more energy.
Let's see if there's something.
Whatever one's speaking to you. How about that?
I'm seeing Nordic energy right now. Nordic Canadian that's also working with the Illuminati at the moment.
Hmm.
I'm seeing a lot of different like fashion, like controlling the fashion industry being influenced now by the Nordics in the Illuminati right now.
Hmm.
To the different ideas of what's going to be fashionable.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the next sort of fashion trend I would predict to be a lot more alien, a lot more silver color too, kind of flashy.
Like this year or next couple of years, or what do you feel on that?
Well, it probably won't be this year entirely. It'll start this year. It'll definitely kick in the next 2 years.
But we are going into more of an alien
Mm-hmm.
world, slowly.
Yes. Yes. See, in AC lore, they played in or Nordic aesthetic or alien aesthetic going on.
Yeah.
Nothing too out of this world, but it's going to be definitely, people who are in the know are going to notice it. It's bringing in more alien vibration in through different industries like fashion.
What about alien contact? What do you feel on that? With like a general.
A general like the earliest it's probably going to be the early potential will probably be 2023, but it may be later than that. Um, I feel like at least that's when it's going to start kind of being in the works. It's 2023. That's when it's going to be taken more seriously. In a sense, it's going to be taken more. Okay, this is when it's going to happen. That's when we're going to know what's going to happen by then. Right now, it's still up in the air. But it feels like 2023 is the gateway to the next era, so to speak.
Okay, so the build up of it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, 2023. Okay.
it feels like that's the significant year is going to be 2023.
Yeah, the knowledge will start to speed up a little bit. Okay.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right, we'll just leave it at that. Okay. All right. Thank you. Anything else before we get going?
No, I think we're good there.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And
Thank you.
we'll be back next week if everything's going good. So, all right. Much
Bless
love.
you. Blessings.
Blessings.